I'm Annie. Can I help you?
A member of my family is responsible for your brother's condition.
He's right over there, but he's in pain.
Still hasn't been seen by a doctor.
No, I mean, we just thought it was a bad hit and that he'd get better, but he's gotten worse.
Well, why didn't you take him as soon as he got hit?
We don't have any money for a doctor. I mean, we just thought it was a bad hit.
Fine. Look, I'm sending an ambulance over to pick you up right now. Take you over to Dr. Moore's clinic. If he needs a specialist in Mexico City, he will get one.
That's great. Thank you. You have no idea.
You what?
Nothing. I'm just very happy. What about those people, the ones who hit Daniel? What's going to happen to them?
He's being held right now. We won't know until we know the severity of his injuries.
A girl hit me?
Yes. He was actually a little older than you.
If you want to get her out, I can go to the police station and I can tell them I made a mistake and that the accident happened somewhere else.
What's your name?
I'm Daniel Fernandez.
Well, Daniel Fernandez, I don't want you worried about a thing, okay? You will get the best care that we can provide.
Okay.
No, that's not necessary, no.
I will stop by tomorrow, check up on you. Rest.
Okay, thank you. That's gonna punish us, honey.
I need you to follow this exact image.
Thank you, doctor.
Don't worry, you can get pregnant later.
I know. I just had all these great ideas about it. I think it's better this way, though. I mean, in our present situation, it's not the best to be having a child right now.
I agree.
You don't like me, do you?
Rachel, I love this family. To be quite frank, ever since you've been here, there's been nothing but trouble.
But I didn't want to stay. I was forced to stay, Doctor. First by Max and then by Tony. I wanted to leave.
If I remember correctly, I even offered you money to leave this house, but you refused.
It's because it was already too late.
Rachel, it's never too late to get out of a bad situation.
That's what you think.
They'll probably only hold her for a few days. It's just a formality.
Where's Marnie?
They're holding her at the station.
Was Tony with her?
No, Tony went to check on the kid who was hit in the accident.
You mean she's been arrested?
Well, it seems the big deal was that she was driving without a license.
What are they talking about?
Marnie ran over a kid with the car.
Does Victoria know anything about this?
Well, she knows about Marnie's accident, but she doesn't know that she's being held at the station.
Is she in her room?
Yeah. Rachel, don't worry. Everything's going to be okay.
Andrew, will you go with me so I can see her?
I'd love to, but don't you think we should wait for Tony to get back? I don't know how he wants to deal with the media, and if someone sees you there, everything could blow up. We gotta be careful with these things.
Dad, can we go to your room, please? Excuse us.
Yeah.
But how can you believe her, Victoria?
How can I not?
Because none of it's true. Max would never do a thing like that. She's convinced you just like she's convinced Tony.
Oscar, you've been a very good friend to me over the years, and I really appreciate it. have to face some facts now. That girl is innocent.
I don't think so. This whole thing's so bad for your health, Victoria. I can't believe that Tony's kicked Max out of the house.
Well, after what Max did, he couldn't let him stay here. Do you know that he tried to force Rachel into bed?
Why do you believe her?
Because when I looked into her eyes and she told me what happened, I knew she was telling me the truth.
She's a very good actress. No man would do what she said Max did without a lot of provocation.
I'm surprised at you, Oscar. You used to be such a good judge of character.
That's what I'm trying to be now, Victoria. You know Tony's in love with Rachel. I can't understand why you believe a great stranger and not your own son.
Because she's telling me the truth. I know you love him just as much as I do. Oscar, sooner or later I have to really realize that there's something really wrong with Max. I can't keep covering up for him. When he was younger, I thought it was just high spirits. But I think he's mentally ill and I don't know what to do.
Victoria, I hate to see you suffer. That's what makes me so damned angry. Look, until there's more proof of Rachel's story, I believe Max is innocent. Just relax and wait. Everything will turn out all right. Believe me. Do you know Robert's here?
He is where?
He's in the living room.
I'd like to see him.
Some other time, Victoria. Do you know they've arrested Marnie?
Look, Dad, why don't you lay down and take a nap?
Huh? I can't. I just know how she feels, honey. Alone.
Dad, Tony won't let her sit there very long. She'll get out soon.
She's really a good girl, isn't she, Rach? She's just a little wild, but she didn't deserve to have something like this happen to her.
I know. What happened to Lewis?
The cops talked to him and then just let him go.
Well, did he come back to the house?
Tony fired him.
Look, I'm gonna go see if Tony's back yet. You'd be okay here by yourself?
Yeah, thanks. Look, if you find out anything, will you let me know? I just don't want to go up to that house and have everybody staring at me.
I know. Love you.
I love you too.
He did? I was waiting outside for Senora Rachel to leave. What happened?
Marnie got arrested.
But why? She didn't kill the guy. I saw everything.
The guy was hurt, Martine. Marnie didn't have a driver's license.
What those people want is to get money out of Boss Tony. That's all. When I saw the guy get up and go, he wasn't even bloody, nothing.
Or maybe it was all that internal bleeding stuff. I don't know. They took him to the hospital to check him out.
What is the name of the guy?
I don't know. They told me, but I forgot.
Is Tony back yet?
He's in the office with Dr. Moore and Andrew.
Come on in.
When will they let Marnie out?
Look, Rachel, let's not talk about that right now. Dr. Moore, I'm going to have to ask you to keep this very quiet. Then I want you to go look at the boy who got hit, please.
What's wrong with him?
His sister says that he cannot walk.
What's his name?
His name is Daniel Fernandez. Have an ambulance go by his house and pick him up and take him to your clinic, please.
Sure, I'll do that right away. Well, I brought Rachel's lab reports here. She can talk to him about that later.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Take care.
Tony, we have to do something. Marnie can't stay there.
Now, what do you think I've been working on all day? Damn it. I'm sorry, Andrew. I've been under a lot of stress.
No need to explain. I understand.
Thanks. Oh, Rachel. I spoke with my attorney. He told me that the charges against Marnie might be minimized if the boy agrees that it was partially his fault because he was not walking on the sidewalk.
Do you think that he'll say that?
No, I hope so. I mean, he seems like a good guy.
Is he badly hurt?
I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what Dr. Moore says. But I hope that it is not a spinal injury.
Will he walk again?
I hope so.
What about Marnie?
Well, my attorney says that it's going to depend on what she's charged with. But she might be out on a few days in bail.
What if the charges are serious?
Well, there are a couple problems, Rachel. Look, for one, she did not have a Mexican driving license. She also, unfortunately, the boy that she hit might not walk again. He might be paralyzed from the waist down. If that is the case, we're just going to have to wait and see.
What do you think?
I have to keep faith.
You know, I didn't thank you for today.
For what?
For telling Captain Ruiz that it was you driving the car. That was very courageous, Tony.
What do your test results say?
That I'm a little anemic. That's it.
That you're not pregnant?
No.
Would you like to be?
I don't know right now.
Excuse me.
Sorry. Thank you.
No problem.
Why so glum?
I'm just in a bad mood.
Why?
I can't stop thinking about Tony and Rachel.
What about them?
I hate her, but the problem still exists that they may have children.
Well, of course. So what?
I wonder how I'm going to relate to those children if I hate their mother.
God. Camille, why don't you wait until they actually have children before you start having relationships with them?
Clark? Do you want to have children?
I thought we already talked about this when we got married. Kids can only slow down our lives, get in the way.
I know, but I've been thinking and...
Well, now, see, that's problem number one.
I'm serious. I wonder what it would be like to be a mom. Don't you ever wonder what it would be like to be a dad?
Something I hope I don't have to think about for quite some time, thank you.
What do you think our kids would look like?
Oh, Camille, please, with our luck, they'd have 4 heads. Can we please stop talking about this anyway? I mean, why can't we talk about the usual gossip you love so much?
Are you his sister?
Yes, sir.
We're going to do everything possible we can to get him back on his feet. Those are my instructions.
From whom?
Mr. Tony Stockdale. When was the accident, by the way?
About a week ago.
I see they've already given you a shot.
Yes.
That's good. We'll get some x-rays done and I'll be back later. All right?
Thank you. Did he say Stockdale?
Yes.
That name, it sounds so familiar to me.
Me too.
Oh my God. Isn't that where Martin works? Isn't that the name of his boss?
Martin's boss?
Yes, Martin said he was going to work at the Stockdale residence. Oh my God, you think it's the same ones?
I'm lonely. I think a child would help our marriage.
How could a child possibly help our marriage?
Well, first off, maybe it would make you more responsible. Settle down a little bit.
Camille, I think you're completely wrong. I've already told you a child would cramp my style. Besides that, I don't think either one of us are ready for the obligations or responsibility of having a child.
When are you going to grow up?
Hopefully never. And what's wrong with that?
Everything, Clark. I want a man, not a boy.
Fine, go get one then. There are plenty of real men out there anyway. You know what? I'm sick of this. When we got married, we had several arrangements. Not the least of which was the children. Now you want to go and change everything.
People change. Relationships change. I want something more.
Oh, really? Well, then go get it.
You answer it.
I don't think so. You got us into this mess, you answer it.
That's just great. I mean, I do all the work and you collect the money, huh? Fine. Hello?
Ron.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
I mean, we follow this chick Annie, and we
What?
We stopped her to get a bite, and we lost her.
You what?
We lost her.
You guys call yourself professionals? And you get off your butts, get out there and find her right now. I want to know her every move.
Okay.
You're still on the phone. Go now.
I heard you. He sounded he was pissed off.
He'll get over it.
We need to find this chick, Ed.
You go. I'll stay here and answer the
No
phone.
way, man. We're both going. Come on, let's go.
Okay. I'm coming.
Louis. How goes it?
Just dandy.
What's the matter?
I got canned. Where's Austin?
I don't know. He went to Mexico City and he didn't tell me when he'd be back.
Man, I really need to talk to this guy.
Yeah, about what?
I'm in up to my ears in this thing, and I need him to help me out.
Well, I need your help.
What?
You know that guy you sent looking to meet with Austin?
Yeah?
Well, I put him together with Danny and Danielle.
So?
You see, Danielle is going to pose as an accident victim. But there's only one problem with this David Larchmont.
David Larchmont?
Yeah, well, that's the guy you sent looking for Austin. Isn't that his name, or did he give me a false name?
Yeah. I mean, no, that's the guy.
Look, if you know something, you better tell me. I mean, Annie and Danielle are up to their necks with this thing, and he still owes him a bunch of money. If Larchmont isn't his name, we gotta find him so he can pay what he owes. We're gonna find this guy, Louis.
Just tell me the whole plan, step by step, okay? And then I could help you get your money.
Yeah.
I understand, Dr. Moore. Thanks for calling. What did he say? He said that the kid fractured one of his vertebrae. He unfortunately injured his spine. And? He's paralyzed from the waist down. Is he ever going to be able to walk again? We're not going to know just yet. Unfortunately, he did not receive immediate medical attention. They're operating on him tomorrow, and I'm sure Dr. Moore will let us know. I can't believe this.
I can't believe they didn't take him immediately to the hospital. And this is all Lewis's fault. I mean, how the hell could he say the kid was dead? He should have gone immediately to the police and said he was the one that was driving. Look, you've been really serious with Rachel lately. You think she lied to you? You think she made up the whole thing about Max blackmailing you?
Absolutely. I still cannot believe, though, that she wouldn't tell me. She wouldn't tell me anything about Max. Look, Andrew, I can't trust a woman like that.
Sometimes fear makes us do foolish things.
I know. But look, I cannot be with a woman who lets herself be controlled by her fear. I know that Max would have been on her until he got exactly what he wanted.
Yep, we know Max.
How could Rachel go from his bed to my bed and pretend that everything was fine? I mean, she is in this for the money. She's in it for the social status. She doesn't give a damn about me or my family. How in the world could I have gotten mixed up with a woman like this?
If I knew her a little better, I could give you my opinion. But from what I can tell, Tony, she really loves you.
Come on. If she loved me, she'd trust me.
Look, I'm sorry.
So am I.
So what'd you find out about David Larchmont?
Well, she was speaking to David Larchmont a few nights ago on the phone. Let's go.
Yeah.
How you doing? Hi, sir. Can I help you? Yeah, I thought David Larchmont was in 1226, but someone else is up there. Oh, let me check, please, sir. Thanks. Room 1226 is taken by Mr. and Mrs. Myers, sir. Oh, where the hell's David Larchmont? Larchmont. Just a moment, please. Mr. Larchmont was in room 1226, sir, but he checked out this morning. Thanks. You're welcome, sir.
She said she doesn't know. I don't know if she's telling me the truth or if she's lying just because she's scared.
Look, I hate to say this, but no matter what Rachel tells you from now on, you're not going to believe her anyway, are you?
Yeah. What am I going to do?
I don't know. Look, the best thing is just get some sleep. Worry about it tomorrow.
I guess you're right.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
What are you doing here?
I heard you talking with Andrew in the office. The door was open. There's a few things I need to clear up.
Like what?
Well, for one, I'm not continuing with this just to enjoy my fortune and social status that you told Andrew.
And what are you doing it for?
Tony, I come from a very simple family. No, we are no better or worse than anybody else. I know my sister and my father have some defects, but I love them just as much as you love your family.
I'm sure you do. What about Max?
When Max threatened to turn Marnie into the police unless I went to bed with him, my first reaction was no. I wanted to tell you. But then your friends arrived, Andrew and Alex.
You could have told me that night in my bedroom when we were alone.
Tony, I knew Max wasn't bluffing when he threatened me. If I would have told you, he would have called the police. And I didn't want to do that. I knew how embarrassed you would have been with your friends here. So I just figured that I could talk Max out of it somehow. Tony, I know how ashamed your family is to have us here. We don't have the class that you do. And after what my father did, if the story about Marty leaks out, I know they're going to be more humiliated than they already are.
Of course, I'm concerned about my family and scandals. But I would have taken a scandal over what happened.
Nothing happened. I was just buying time so I could get out of it.
You accepted the date. You accepted Max's proposal. You took his room key.
I didn't have a choice. He gave me the key and told me a time to be there. He didn't ask.
You were going to go, though. You agreed to it. That's why you didn't want to go to Acapulco with me that day.
I was only going there to talk.
Oh, come on. Andrew saw you two kissing.
That is not true. Max forced himself on me when I was leaving my father's bedroom. Tony, I tried to push him away, but he's a lot stronger than I am.
You could have cried for help, Rachel. You could have screamed. Someone would have heard you.
I was scared. I didn't want you and Max to get into another fight.
Scared. Frightened. These two emotions, Rachel, make you do stupid things. Get over it!
Look, I have been scared from the moment I've stepped foot in this house. Afraid that your family might not accept me. Or afraid that my family could mess up somehow. Afraid of losing you. Tony, it is not your money. It's you. I love you. I know you don't believe me, but I just wish that you could look inside my heart. I am so in love with you. You're all I care about. You have to believe me.
I do believe you. I just don't want you to ever lie to me again.
I swear, I will never ever lie to you again.
Hello?
Camille,
Max?
I need to talk to you.
Okay, I'll wait here for you.
No. Actually, it'd be better if you'd come and see me. Tony threw me out of the house. I've just leased a place.
He threw you out? When? Was it because of Rachel? Then you don't know Marnie was arrested.
Arrested? When?
Yesterday. Rachel's saying some pretty horrible things about you.
Yeah. Well, that's why I need to see you. Will you come over?
Let me get a pen. Okay, what's your new address? Okay.
And Camille? Don't tell anyone about this, okay? Not even Clark.
Fine, I'll be there in about an hour.
Where's Daniel?
They just took him to the operating room.
What did the doctor say?
He said that we should have taken him to the hospital right after the accident.
Well, is he gonna walk?
I don't know, and I'm really worried.
Yes, I know, but I think he'll be better than he was before, right?
I hope so, but that's not all.
What are you saying?
The man that brought us here, the one that's paying for all of this, is Martin's boss.
Martin?
Remember the fight I had in the club? I was thrown in the can with two men. One of them was Martin, and the other one was Mr. Stockstill's father-in-law. And that's the same last name of the man who's paying for all of this.
Do you think it's the same man?
Maybe, but that's not the problem. Martin, he's been to my house, and he knows Daniel was hurt way before last week. I don't know what to do. I mean, if he finds out, we're in big trouble.
That's not the only problem.
What do you mean?
I can't find Mr. Latchmont anywhere.
No, I know, you're kidding.
I wish I was. I don't even know if that's his real name. I thought he believed me. You know, and then he just left. Why would he do that?
I guess he didn't believe you.
But he hugged me. And then this morning I went looking for him and he wasn't there. I mean, he didn't... Nothing. No note, not a word, nothing.
You want me to talk to him?
What are you going to tell him?
I don't know. But I'll think of something. I know you really don't trust my judgment, Nat, but I've learned a lot about people over the years. And I'm really not as wacko as you think I am.
Dad, I don't think you're wacko.
Rachel, let me show you. I've been a coward, honey. Now it's time to act. Okay.
What if Martin gets hurt? I can't allow that. Martin, he's such a nice person.
Listen, Annie, we have to take care of ourselves, okay? If Martin spills the beans, we're all done. We're all going to jail, including Daniel. Got that?
When she talks to me like that, I want to believe her, Angel.
I know you do. But you do love her, right?
Yes, I do. But I still need to believe in her.
Let me talk to her. Let me hear her out, see what she has to say. And then, if she convinces me, then either she's been telling the truth the whole time, or we're both just a couple of fools.
You could have picked something nicer. Was it already furnished?
What you see is what you get, Camille. You want to sit down, or is it too repulsive to you?
Well, I'm already here.
What's going on with Marnie?
I'm not sure. Clark said the major problems were the degree of injury to the kid and the fact that she had no license.
And Lewis?
Well, they let him go right away. Tony fired him, which is fine with me because I'm sure he and Marnie had something going on.
Camille, everything Rachel's telling you about me is a lie.
Well, as long as we're going straight to the point, is it also a lie you tried to kill Tony?
Where did you get that? Did Tony tell you?
No. I'm not an idiot, Max. I've heard a few things and I've drawn my own conclusions. I'm warning you, if anything...
Wait. What conclusions? What are you talking about?
Clark and I think Rachel is an imposter. She tried to kill Tony. She came here pretending to be his wife. Someone had to help her out with that. That someone was you.
You're absolutely right, Camille.
You mean it's the truth?
I mean, you're absolutely right. Rachel is an imposter. You're right, Rachel is a gold digger, and you're right. Rachel tried to kill Tony. But you're wrong about one thing. I didn't have anything to do with it.
Who did then?
I don't know. But I know he's here in Acapulco. And his name's David Larchmont.
That's it, Dad. I don't care anymore. I'm going to see Marnie. I mean, if he can't be considerate with me, why should I be considerate with him and his family?
May I come in?
Yeah. Come on in.
I wanted to know if you have any news about Señorita Miss Marnie.
No, nothing. But you're right, Rachel. We're gonna go see Marty. She's gotta be terrified. And if we run into one of those photographers or reporters, so what?
You're right, Peter. You let them know family comes first. Mrs. Stockdale.
Please, Martin, call me Rachel.
Okay, Mrs. Rachel. Can I come with you too? Please, tell James to let me go with you.
Why do you want to go with us?
Because Peter is my friend, and I want to be there in case you need anything.
Okay, Martin, I'll tell James. I also want to go to the hospital. I want to see the Daniel Fernandez boy.
Daniel Fernandez? What is he doing in the hospital?
That's the boy that Marnie hit. He's being operated on.
Oh.